Welcome back to my channel, guys. I hope you people are getting benefits. So today we are going to discuss something very important that is going to improve your speaking a lot. Okay, I'm going to give you some of the very important words. Okay, and if you use these words regularly, okay, in your speaking or whenever you speak, so you people will be amazed to see that how much you can improve by just replacing these words. Even the examiner will be surprised to see that how well you are able to speak these normal words in a very different way. So I'm giving you different words, okay, so based upon the word choices that you make, your speaking becomes better. Okay, so I'm going to give you some of the very important and very commonly used words, and by replacing those words with the words that I'm going to give you, you will definitely improve your speaking by just watching this 10-minute video, or maybe this is going to be 6-7 minute video. Okay, so the very first word that we are going to use is end. Okay, so rather than using end, we are going to use the word terminate. You can see above. Okay, so rather than saying that I'm going to end this work, I'm going to just end this process, you're going to say that we need to terminate this, we need to terminate this, maybe terminate this word or process. Okay, we need to terminate this conversation. Okay, so end this conversation. So rather than saying that, so we are going to use the word terminate. Okay, so the second word that we are going to replace is can. Okay, so can is the word that we use very often. Okay, so rather than saying yes, he can do this, so you are going to say he is capable of doing this. So replace can with is capable of. Okay, so he is capable of doing this. I can do this work, so that's a good thing. Okay, so rather than saying that I am capable of doing this, I am capable of handling this work, so of ke baad, so make sure to use ing. Okay, so the third word is better. Okay, so are you better now? You can say I'm improved. Okay, rather than saying I'm better, just say improved. Okay, so I'm improved. So this is the third word. Okay, so tired. So sometimes we say that I'm really tired of this, so you can say that I'm fatigued. Okay, so fatigued is the word. So when you use these type of words, so the people who are listening to you, they will definitely be respecting you. Okay, so especially the English speaking people, they will be able to relate themselves to you and they will just listen to you. So these are very powerful words. Okay, so wrong. So the next word is wrong. So you can imagine that we use wrong word, the word wrong. Okay, so very often we use this on a regular basis. So rather than saying wrong, make sure to use incorrect. Okay, so you can say this is incorrect. I'm not going to do this. It is incorrect. Okay, so this is the word you can use. Check. Okay, so we also say that we need to check this. We need to ask this to our teacher to check it. Okay, so rather than using check, you are going to use the word verify. Okay, so comment below that how you are going to use these words in your daily life, and especially comment below that did you know these words before or not. I'm definitely telling you that whoever is going to appear in IELTS, still there are many words left that I'm going to discuss. So before that, comment below, and this definitely is going to boost your IELTS band scoring by 1 band. Okay, so you can even improve your band scoring by 1. Okay, so now I just need to set it. Okay, so next thing is smart. Okay, so rather than saying that he is smart, just use the word he is intelligent. Okay, so this is very common word that we use. So he is very smart. You can say he is intelligent. Okay, so our eighth word is help. Okay, so I'm going to help him. He is helping me. It would be really helpful if you just help me in this scenario. So rather than using help, you are going to use assist. He is assisting me in my assignment. This video was assistful. So make sure to comment below whether this video was assistful to you or not. Okay, so use is another word that we use. Okay, so rather than using use, so you are going to use consume. Okay, so still it's a bit irrelevant, so you need to be a bit careful while using this. So still you can use consume. Okay, but be careful. So the next word is but. Okay, so I will give you so many examples, but you need to do this or that. Okay, so rather than using but, you are going to use however. Okay, so don't say that it's important but I would not be able to do this. Rather than saying that, you are going to use so it is important, however I would not be able to do so. Okay, सो उससे भी ज्यादा बेटर एक और तरीका है, अगर आप सब्जेक्ट के बाद हाउवर लगाएं, तो थोड़ा सा एडवांस लेवल है जिन्होंने 7.5 और मे बी 8 बैंड की रिक्वायरमेंट है. सो यू आर गोइंग टू से इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट. I, however, would not be able to do it because of limited time period or whatever you are going to say. Okay. So ask. Ask is another question. Question. Ask is another word that people use highly often. Okay. So they use it on a regular basis. So rather than saying, so you're not going to use the word ask. Okay. So you're going to use the word inquire. So I'm going to inquire about this situation to my teacher. I'm going to ask this question to my teacher. I'm going to inquire about this particular scenario to my teacher. Okay. So what you're going to inquire, what you are going to ask to your teacher. Okay. So ask is another word that you can replace with inquire. Okay. So what's the next word? So it is rich. So there are so many people who say that he is rich, she is rich, they are rich, the family is rich, or whatever you use. So rather than saying rich, you are going to use wealthy. Okay, so these people are wealthy. So this is the thing that you are going to use. Hungry. So hungry is a word that people use for their daily life. Okay, so you can use famished. Okay, so he is hungry, he is famished. Okay, so a bit advanced. So this is basically definitely a advanced vocabulary. Okay, so funny. Funny is another word that people use. So rather than saying that he is funny, so you can use the word humorous. Okay, so do you think it was funny? You can say yes, it was humorous. Okay, certainly it was humorous. So it was entertaining, it was humorous. Again, a very strong word. The examiner is going to love these words, and you people would be amazed at how much you can improve your speaking by just using these simple words. Okay, so another word is childish. Okay, so this is the 15th word that we are and after that we are going to end this video. So childish. So his behavior was really childish. So rather than saying that, you are going to use immature. Okay. So as you can see that the first 7-8 words are the words that you can improve, that you can just change today. Okay, so by changing these words, you are going to improve your speaking to a different level. You people will love that how you are improving. So whenever someone use terminate rather than saying and, or is capable of rather than saying can, or words like fatigued, improved, or incorrect. Okay, so you people are definitely going to improve. So comment below that how you are going to use these words and how many of you already knew these words. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful, and you can contact me for your IELTS related IELTS classes. For individual classes, currently online classes are available. So for IELTS related classes, you can see the number above. Okay, so you can inquire me. It will be personal classes, both speaking and writing, both will be conducted by me. Okay, so initially my plan was to hire other teachers who would take your speaking, but now I will be taking your speaking. I will giving you the exact guidelines, so you people will be amazed to see that how much you can improve by one-on-one coaching with me. Okay, so hopefully this video was helpful. Thanks all.